Okay, so final scene, spoilers, duh. The Umbrella Academy saves the world from Vanya, again, and then they take a briefcase and jump back to present day, 2019, and walk in on their dad, who apparently is not dead anymore, like he was in the first season, and he turns around and straight up tells them that he is not their father. Then, in step a team of shadowy figures on the balcony, the Sparrow Academy. And craziest of all, in walks Ben, and he's alive. I mean, he's a little emo, but it's Ben. It's really Ben. He's alive in the flesh. Everyone can see him. How on earth is this possible? When they jumped, did they make an alternate version of Ben in the future? Does this mean that the rest of the team has doppelgangers in this alternate timeline? And wait, so is Pogo alive in this timeline in Grace? And who is the Sparrow Academy? If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Michael J, and in this video, we're going to be talking about the Umbrella Academy's Season 2 ending and what happened for them to have created this new alternate timeline. They literally went around getting married and having relationships, started a cult, killed a bunch of FBI agents, completely disappointed the person who was supposed to adopt them in the future, and became some of the most wanted people in the world at that time. How could the world not change after that? Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of the other Umbrella Academy videos I'll be doing in the future. It seems like a lot of things have changed since the team went back to save the world from Vanya a second time, and honestly, I was surprised by how well everything seemed to work out towards the end of the season. They were all going back to their present day with no problems. They literally waited until the last 30 seconds to set up Season 3, and you know what? They got me. I'm hooked. I can't wait to see what happens. But wait, first, let's go back to the beginning. Well, the end, which began the beginning. So at the end of Season 1, the 7 siblings jump through time to escape the end of the world, only to get spit out scattered throughout the 1960s, just in time to cause the end of the world once again. Shout out Vanya, you da bomb. They save the world again and jump back to present day where everything is fine and dandy until they learn their father has no idea who they are, and they learn that the Umbrella Academy never even existed. Instead, their father founded the Sparrow Academy, which includes their dead brother Ben. Just an alternate emo version. Or is it? So if there is this new alt Ben, does that mean that there are other alts of the rest of the team? Theoretically, when they went back, they made such a bad impression on their father that he decided not to adopt these children in the future and instead chose to raise other children like them that were born with powers as well. But maybe since he didn't know Ben was with them in the 60s because he never saw him, he was always in Klaus's head, he didn't know not to choose him. So that part of the past stayed the same and he still picked Ben as one of the team. But in this timeline, Ben survives because the Umbrella Academy was never there to go on that mission where he died. Or if they did, there was a different outcome where the Sparrow Academy didn't let him die like what originally happened. So does this mean that there are alts of everyone else on the team too? I mean, could you imagine having a second you running around? I don't know if I'd be scared or happy, but do you know what I am happy about? The channel's getting close to hitting 200K, and only 8% of you guys that watch the videos are subscribed. Shout out to that 8%, you guys are the best, but if you're part of the giant 90% that's not subscribed, what are you even doing? If you enjoyed the videos and you want to support the channel so I can keep making more videos, all you gotta do is subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps me out a lot. We just opened the channel Discord too. There's going to be a link in the pinned comment that will bring you right to the Discord. We're getting close to our first 1,000 members already, and we've only been open for 3 weeks. I'd love for you to come say hi. It's such a wonderful community. Everybody's been making friends. You don't want to miss out. And I hope to at least see you guys in the next video because I think I might be doing some more Umbrella Academy videos soon, but more on that later. So, like I was saying, because Ben is alive in this new 2019, does that mean that he's a different Ben and all the rest of Umbrella Academy has doppelgangers running around in this timeline?
New timeline, new me.
No, that's not how it works.
No, at least I don't think so, and here's why. I think this just means that this Ben is the same as the old Ben, it's just his past got rewritten. Instead of dying years ago and finally going to the light after saving Vanya in her mind, he lived past the accident and grew up not ever knowing his original brothers and sisters. And that would mean that just the same, all of the original team's past would be rewritten in this new version of the timeline where they all grew up in their own homes with powers still, and between that and the present, their past would just get automatically filled in. They still have the memories from the original timeline of them being the Umbrella Academy, but now they have different pasts that they stepped into when they came into this timeline. I mean, ones that they don't remember immediately at least. Ben only doesn't remember the original timeline because he died before they came to this new version of 2019. He died during a time jump to the past that took place in the original timeline. Remember that disappearing thing from Back to the Future when Marty's parents weren't getting back together? He had that physical family photo from his original timeline where he started to disappear from because things were changing. Yeah, the same thing would happen with the team's memories from the original timeline. If they had a physical picture of the Umbrella family from the original timeline with them here, they would start disappearing from the photo because it never happened in this timeline. It will now only ever exist in their memories from now on. So there shouldn't be any Umbrella Academy doppelgangers running around in this timeline. Ben is Ben and they are exactly who they are, just with a new past. This would only not be the case if each time you passed your own birth in whatever timeline, you introduced a new version of yourself that you could grab and take to the past, where you could keep grabbing infinite versions of your younger self up until birth. So if by going back to a year before 1989, before the team was born, and then traveling past all their births again, they may have introduced duplicates of themselves into the timeline, but I'd like to think it works the other way. I'm not sure what the rules of time travel are in the Umbrellaverse. 5 was only able to find his younger self in the past because it was a past version of 5 that traveled back to 1963, the old man. That wasn't a future version of himself. But this also means if the entire team's life story has been changed, there's a good chance that Allison's daughter Claire never existed. And what about Ray? I can't stop thinking about all these butterfly effects that the team messing up everything in the 60s had on this new timeline. I mean, Allison literally told her husband Ray about everything. Superpowers, time travel, the future, everything. What does he do with this information? Does everyone just think he's crazy when he tries to tell them about it? Or does he go off on his own journey to start experimenting with things himself? And then Harlan. Harlan is another big what the heck moment. Vanya just breathes powers into this kid and leaves him in the 60s as she and the team jumps forward 60 years. How is the world not destroyed yet? It only took Vanya like 20 years to explode the moon. And then only like 3 years in the 60s before she ended that timeline too. What if their father, Reggie Hargreaves, recruited Harlan to be part of the Sparrow Academy? Or even better, what if somehow the handler survived again and got a hold of him in the future like she was originally trying to do? I can't wait to see what ends up happening with him. And I don't know about you, but I haven't read the comic books yet, so when I saw Reginald Hargreaves take off his skin mask for the first time, holy cow, bruh, I was like, this dude's a lizard? I mean, I remember in season 1 he was on a different planet, so I guess he's an alien, but like, the dude's a lizard? Come again? I want to see him full lizard in season 3. That was crazy. I'm curious what he'll be doing on the dark side of the moon too. That sounded really cool. In his secret room Grace stumbled upon, he had a bunch of moon stuff all over his boards, and that globe sitting on his desk, that's not the Earth, that's the moon. Maybe whatever's up there has something to do with why Luther was up there so long before the first season. I don't know. I'm sure in this new timeline he'll be just as interested in the moon still, and that'll play a large role in season 3. And also, where did Lila go? She grabbed that briefcase and dipped. I was actually hoping that she would agree to come back to 2019 with the Umbrella Squad. That scene where they were all talking to her and inviting her to be part of their family was one of my favorites. I don't know why, but I just really love that scene. It'd also be weird though to have another brother-sister thing on top of the Luther-Allison thing. I don't know. It's alright. I mean, I guess they're not blood related, but still, kind of freaks me out, you know? That happened when I watched Clueless for the first time. That's that movie where Paul Rudd falls in love with his stepsister. Yeah, I don't know. I liked Allison and Ray better. Luther just kind of bumbles in and starts being a sad boy. But like I was saying, where did Lila go? Where is she now, and where is she going to be in the 2019 timeline? Because I'm not sure if it's possible for her to be in the Sparrow Academy. I like the idea of it. It's a really cool what if, but I don't think so. I don't think that's how time travel would work. It makes sense for Ben because his death got erased and him being with Klaus for all these years never happened in this timeline. It only exists in Klaus's memory now. Ben never died, so he's still alive in this timeline, but I think Lila in this timeline would be the same OG Lila just like the rest of the team, and her home story will be different and auto-filled in as well. Maybe in season 3, we'll see her go back to the day that the handler gave the kill order on her parents, or when 5 went and took care of business, but maybe she's going to try to stop it. Who knows? Flash did that, and that was really cool to see. I mean, I didn't like it with the new timeline with his parents fixed. He had to go back and fix it again, so I don't know. That would create another alternate timeline where 5 failed and Lila's parents survived, and that would just give us a whole new timeline to deal with, which might be a little much, so we'll see. Definitely want to see Diego cut his hair and go looking for her, though. I'm sorry, but his season 2 mop was just not a good look. And I'm really curious about who this new team is. The Sparrow Academy? 5 shadowy figures, Ben in this green cube? I want to see an Avenger-style showdown before everyone makes up. And I want to see Pogo and Grace still alive in this timeline too, but who knows? Hargreaves doesn't age, so Grace will be a grandma or dead by 2019. And is there going to be another apocalypse in season 3? I feel like it wouldn't be true Umbrella Academy if the world didn't end for some reason. I don't know. I guess it depends on how angry Vanya gets. She will always be the bomb. You know we can count on her to end the world one way or another. Ooh, you know what? I really hope Klaus's cult is still around in this timeline, the Children of Destiny. It'd be so funny to see them make little cameos in season 3 with this new timeline. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Be sure to come say hi in the Discord. I love meeting everyone there, and everyone's been absolutely killing the fan art recently. This is one of my favorites from today. Shout out Carlos, you killed it, my dude. I'm actually in the Keys right now. I left on Wednesday and I'll be back on Sunday the 9th, but that means that I will have another video next Saturday, and I think we might be doing our first giveaway in the Discord too, so make sure you're there for that. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and until next time, I will see you in the comments. Peace.